Hi, Pisces. How are you? So, I'm glad we're laughing in the beginning. That's always a plus, right? That's always a good thing. Welcome to this space if you're new here. Welcome back if you are returning. So, there were so many messages, like information, funny things, different songs, poetry, like awareness of, there was like this excitement to move forward, but then like an awareness that one has to put good intention into something, even if they're really into it, right? There's also something about the deer or an antelope. I would say with this reading, like if you're at work or on break or something, you could watch it, of course, but like I feel like it would be the most helpful if you kick off your shoes and make yourself a cup of tea, something warm, and relax. Find your relax. Doesn't have to be any particular position. I see. It's just like you want to make sure that you're relaxed. I also felt something like a physical, because right now if something's wanting you to be tall, like be as if love was a height, it would be lovingly tall. Okay. There's also something really beautiful about the mirror, or being able to see the mirror of something. You also have an upside down mountain, which from your perspective is right side up, which is very Piscean of you. It's very creative of you. I always feel blessed to connect to your energy. It's very interesting. But Capricorn also had this. This is a great lesson for you to learn from, especially with Saturn moving through, their ruler moving through your sign in the future. Okay, you actually have two. You see? You probably can't see. There's like two. I have a lot of things on this desk. There's two of these mountains. Although they're kind of, I guess it's almost like an Aquarian sort of angle. That's me and Zoomy. My homegirl made me that. I thought it was so sweet. Captured my innocence in that photo. It's very rare. Usually I just look like I have something wrong with me. When it's a still image, Okay. And when you're picking just from the whole in one little section, usually that can be kind of different, Let's see if this is ready. It's light. I'm not mad about that. It's light and warm. Lovely. Let's open up. Let's see what these mountains look like. I feel like the middle is like the path. Now, you know the difference between good quality, mediocre, when something is made well, right? When something is the full expression of what it could be, you know what that is, what it feels like, what it looks like, especially when you interact with it, right? I mean, I see always place for improvement. We have to look at the whole mountain. I see you can't avoid the peak. So you're meant to elevate, but it is one of these mountains has a trail to the, it's like an unmarked trail. Give me a second. These cards are trippy. I've never combined these two things before in this way. Exactly. So there's new energy with something, whenever that is. What is wise? To take it all in, right? Look at the whole picture. Not just what you want to look at, right? I'll be paying attention to what draws you in. That's helpful too. Pisces. So let's have this be as if it's sort of a zigzag. We'll spread it out so that the mountain isn't so pointy, or the word I'm seeing the words adjacent, like something adjacent. It's like, let's spread it out a little bit so the path is a little less steep, right? We can do that. There's an option to do that. We just have to make room. Rearrange some things to make space for other things. No big deal. Might even show us a different, something that's more fluid. Or that's for you. There's too much shade over here. Let's make more light. Okay, that looks about right. So you figure something out. This is clarity in one's self. One's like ready to face what the future is, or like what the future could be. There is a lot of responsibility in that, though. It's it'll be testing of the desires of one's heart, or lessons that have been learned through desire, through the who you have been and what you have built, who you are now, what you are building, what you want to build. You have to have poise here. You have to believe that when it all touches the ground, I guess, which is expressing something about something becoming a reality. When that happens, you're ready. But there's a path before that happens, and that has to happen before you can even find the place where the trail is that goes to the peak. It could be marked with stones. So there's two ways into the revelation. One is brighter than the other one, but they both have light. I suppose this is also a bit of a rotating door. What do they call those? Like something is going away from you, something is at the same time coming towards you, right? Remember that. It's I also saw where they went off the path, they decided, okay, I'm going to make my own path, or I'm going to try something different. Go in a place, because there was always a path there. Maybe it's just overgrown. A person hasn't been there in a while. But they were like grabbing onto these low, it must be steep because the plants are really short where I see. And the wood is like it's like super woody. And you have to, but there's, even though there's not a lot for it to hang on to, It's sturdy. It's like it can handle it, but they sustain you when you need to get. And then I see a person getting their footing, which I guess is going to emphasize the balance that's needed so that when you again arrive going up and down this mountain, there's something that's cleansed. It's something that usually something, how do I explain that? When moving from one place to another, there's usually a lot of residual energy. But sometimes you can get to a place where you really clean it before, so that there's less residual energy coming to the next space. Do you see what I'm saying? Because there's such intention in it. Then this is the lesson that you've been learning through Scorpio, which for those of you who have been here has been a few years now. There had been this collective combination of this energy. And it's powerful there because it's this, you represent so much of the unseen or intangible, which is so very much a part of this world, which is in essence kind of our soul, Scorpio, Interesting. So you clear something out, and I see that is actually rewarded, and it gives a person an ability to not have to continue to climb the mountain. They can go down in the peace in the valley and be there. How we end things is how we begin things, right? That'll create the residual or amount of. Because you could bring a lot into the situation, but I guess there's something about being very intentional to what a person puts into their space, where they are, or wherever they will be going. Just a second. There's someone here that's good at music. I see a very creative person. I don't know if someone creates, they're a painter or musician. I see people will do sort of sculpture energy too. Awakening, some of you are awakening something that's been asleep in you. Remember the music you listen to, you want it to be or rather, let's put it this way. What I see is music is whether with lyrics or whether a cappella, instrumental, what have you, it's all like a song to spirit. And I suppose that I believe Capricorn had this card too with the blue. Somebody had the blooming this month. Maybe that was Scorpio. It's like something was asleep in you, or you put it, some of you could have put like things that you really enjoyed aside because you felt there are things that you felt like you had to. Maybe there are even things now that you must do that could make you feel like it takes you away from some of the things that you would like to do. Perhaps there's a compromise with that. You know, remember, life is creative in general, but if you're trying here, well, you want to try your best, right? You want it to sound good, to look good, to be something that... Because the soul can't be tricked here. Not by any mask, not by any manipulation. It's like, no, been there. Because I guess all the soul wants is to be happy. And I see turn around and face me. Huh. Time flew by. What did we do? 17. Let me see if I see anything else. What's in the middle? Oh, the stars. One potato, two potato, three potato, four. Is that a song? Okay, we just talked about a lot of serious things, so don't forget to be lighthearted. Okay? I do see if you have any like struggles during this time, things that are like Saturnian or more technical, you can work your way through that. Realize that you do things in different ways, you perceive things in different ways, and that's your jam, and own it. If you feel like it helps you, do it. I would say you want to listen to joyful music. Be aware again of the music you listen to, its frequency. I mean, any words really, written or spoken, what have you, sung. Remember, the future is protected by you, by the soul feeling happy. The song of the heart is something of courage. Because someone is definitely preparing for something here. By facing, again, having to do with that courage. That's what helps a person be like, wait a second. Everybody might do this, but I can see that I can get there from here, you know, and you figure out what you got to do to get from here to there. I would definitely be looking forward also to next summer. I see that being awesome. Something to look forward to. Here, what are you looking forward to, right? What do you expect? What do you hope or foresee the future to be, right? That matters a lot too, right? I can just tell you what I see via these pretty pictures. But you have your own power in that too, right? You get to do what you will, right? Huh. I would also sing some songs. Oh, I forgot to mention that. There's always a sense of poetry with you, like rhyming. Or at least I pick up on that when I tap into Pisces energy. And to me, it always feels so pure and innocent. And it's not like preconceived or something. It's just, that may be something that you want to try, you know. You could say it out loud again, or you could just speak it in your mind. You know, about what you are, I don't know, what you would like your relationships to look like, or the way you want to feel about your own, you know, the way you want to feel about yourself, within yourself. I would also say what animal, I feel like there's a four-legged animal that you connect to that you could also talk to, you know, that's like a part of you. I also see Taurus's reading could be helpful. It's actually really beautiful. Both of your sextiles, like your happy places, are Earth, which is pretty awesome. Maybe that's what that kind of is like the mountain peak is Capricorn, and then down in the valley is Taurus, and then you go in between them. But it's actually easy for you to climb if you want to. But because you're different, sometimes you got to make your own path. You know, you gotta understand that there is value in your choice as an individual. It's just like that Saturn, the end of suffering reading that we did, right? Where you decide that you have purpose also, right? That you are as important as the whole, and as an individual, you know, God, I don't believe that God shuns abundance, right? Whatever that may be to you, and deciding what that is, right? I mean, what we do with what we have, totally different story. So, but to have is not a sin, you know, to have boundaries, to have like a responsibility of, I guess, the heart being happy. That's a choice. Happiness. It's a choice, right? The Garden of Venus. Yes. Okay. I love you, Pisces. I really do. I hope this was helpful some way or another. I hope you have the best Merry Christmas. Or whatever holy days you celebrate. I hope, and depending on when you find this, I hope it's good. I almost got a Christmas tree today because I love Christmas tree, but it'll probably just be up in January. I like the lights of it. It gives a certain kind of glow, you know, it makes a certain kind of light in the dark, right? I love you so much. Please take care. Thank you for such a beautiful year. I'll talk to you real soon. Peace out.